These are 14 YouTube settings that could be killing the growth of your channel. And so in this video, we're going to go over them and also show you what the correct settings are so that you can maximize the views for each of your uploads. Hey, my name is Chad with Taja, the AI tool for YouTube that helps creators grow successful channels. And so to not waste any time or delay things unnecessarily, let's take a look at what these settings are. Now, before we get started, these settings are found in 3 different places on your channel. We're going to look at your overall channel settings, your channel customization settings, and then your individual upload settings. Okay, so what I did was I created a test channel just so that we can walk through all of these settings together. And from your YouTube studio, the first place that you want to go to is customization, because the first thing that we're going to look at are those channel customization settings. And what you're going to be doing over here is really simple. All you're doing is setting up the layout of your homepage, or the page that anyone sees when they visit your channel. So this is the exact order of what people will see when they visit your page. So in this case, it's set for you, which are YouTube recommended videos for that particular person. After that, they'll see your videos, and then the third thing that they'll see are your short videos. Now, sometimes it may be set where your short videos would be first, which is not really ideal if you are creating long form content. So if it is set up like this as a default, all you do is click and drag and bring it all the way to the bottom. That way, now you can have your videos first, and then if you have any playlists after that, and then your shorts would be at the very bottom. And the reason for this is because most of the time with long form content, the thumbnails that we design for those videos actually look a lot better and a lot more appealing. And most of the time with short form content, it's kind of hard for people to distinguish the actual context or what the topic is for that particular video. Whereas with the long form videos, you've got your thumbnail, you've got your titles. And so because they know exactly what to expect from your longer form content, they'd be more likely or enticed to actually click on those videos and watch them. Then next, we're going to go over to branding. And in this section, we are going to take a look at your video watermark. And basically, this is a logo or an icon that shows up in the bottom right hand corner of your videos, and whenever somebody clicks on that logo or that icon, then a pop-up will show up giving them the opportunity to subscribe to the channel. So if you want to see how it works, try it out with this video. In the bottom right hand corner, there is an icon over there. If you click on it, a pop-up will show and ask if you want to subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in seeing more content that helps you grow a successful YouTube channel, then go ahead and click that subscribe button. But the setting that you want to change on your video watermark is that normally by default it is set by a 30-second custom start time, which means that only after the first 30 seconds of your video, that's when the watermark will show up. What you want to do is click on entire video. That way it will show up from the very beginning of your video up until the very end, because if it only shows up after 30 seconds, you'll be losing out on a lot of opportunities to get people to subscribe to your channel. Next up, we are going to go into our overall channel default settings, and that is also on the left. If you click on settings, under the channel section, we are going to go to the feature eligibility tab. And basically, these are different features that you as a creator unlock as your YouTube channel grows. So when you start a brand new YouTube channel, the standard features will automatically be enabled. And this allows you basic features like video uploads, playlist creation, add collaborators to playlists, or add new videos to existing playlists. Then you have the intermediate features, which I think are an absolute must, because this allows you to create videos or upload videos longer than 15 minutes. You'll be able to include custom thumbnails to your videos, and it also allows you to live stream. Now, to unlock these different feature levels is very simple. For example, over here, to unlock these, all you need to do is enable the standard features, which by default it would be, and verify a phone number. There are also advanced settings, which give you a few more features as well, but in my opinion, I think if you're just starting out right now, what you want to get done ASAP are the standard features and the intermediate features. And then to make things a little easier is that when you change any settings under any of these sections, don't click save right away, because then this page will close and you'll have to reopen it. It just takes up unnecessary time. So the next section we're going to go into is upload defaults, and you're going to change the visibility default setting to private. And what this means is that when you upload each video, it won't be able to be seen by everybody. Only you will be able to see it until you change that visibility settings to public. And the reason why you set it this way is because every time you upload a video, YouTube does a couple of things in the background. For example, copyright checks and HD processing, which can take a couple of hours. So if your video goes public before any of these checks or processes are done, you could run into an issue if there is a copyright strike on your video. Also, your viewers might start watching the video, and because the HD processing isn't done, it's not going to be the best quality, which is not going to be the best viewing experience for them, which increases that risk of them not watching your video all the way through to the end, which affects your average viewer duration. Once all that is done, you can go ahead and set your video to public so that everyone can see it. And then the final setting that we're going to look at in this section is under community, and we are going to go over to blocked words. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom. And in this box, you are going to put in any words that you think may negatively impact the community that you are trying to build. Any words that you think may be destructive to the community that you're trying to build, you can insert them in this section. Now, depending on the environment that you're trying to create on YouTube, obviously these words are going to change from channel to channel. Once these are done, you can go ahead and click save. Then next, we are going to look at the individual video upload settings. For the sake of this walkthrough, I just re-uploaded a previous video from the channel which covered YouTube algorithm tips that helps you grow a channel. If that is something that you're interested in checking out and giving it a watch, then we will leave it right over here. But the very first setting that we are going to look at is under audience. So this is basically you letting YouTube know whether your video has been specifically made for kids or not. And you want to accurately disclose this because your channel has to comply with the COPPA or the COPPA Act, which is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. For example, this channel creates content that helps you grow your YouTube channel. So that is not necessarily directly aimed at kids. But if you have a channel that creates animated videos that possibly tells bedtime stories or sings nursery rhymes, obviously content like that is specifically targeted for kids or for children. So you'd want to disclose that by clicking yes, it's made for kids. Next is letting YouTube know whether you've got any altered content on your video, and this is specifically for AI or artificially generated content, which is a topic that we've covered on a previous video on the channel. But to make sure that you're answering this as accurately as possible, YouTube does give you some guidelines. So for example, makes a person appear to say or do something they didn't say or do, any altered footage of a real event or place, or generates a realistic looking scene that didn't actually occur. So if you have any AI content that, for example, is a cartoon or an animated character inside of your video, you wouldn't need to disclose that as altered content because it doesn't really fall into any of these three guidelines. And just to stress it one more time, both your COPPA settings and your altered content settings are legal compliance issues. So you want to make sure that you disclose them properly, because if you don't, this could lead to things like your videos being taken down, fines to your channel, your entire channel could be shut down, and these are just a few of the penalties that you could face. They could get worse, so make sure that you disclose this information as accurately as possible. The next setting is automatic chapters, and this is YouTube trying to be very helpful by splitting your video up into chapters. So having a feature where YouTube's AI will split your video up into chapters for you, in the ideal world, is a great thing to have. But these various chapter points are not really that accurate. So you want to go ahead and disable automatic chapters. And a great feature that Taja has, in addition to being able to give you title suggestions, write your video descriptions, great thumbnails for you, is that the AI can also split your video up into chapters, which means you can be saving a lot of time, because if you've ever put timestamps into your video, you know how long it can sometimes take to scrub through the video and mark off those points and then transfer that into your video description as timestamps or chapters. So if you do want to give it a try and check it out, we will link it in the description of this video, and you can grab yourself a 7-day free trial. Next, you are going to disable your featured places, and this is mainly just to protect your privacy. It does say that these are only public places like restaurants and shops, but you don't really want anyone knowing exactly where you are. And for automatic concepts, you are also going to disable that, because YouTube uses AI to categorize your video or the concept or the theme of your video. Again, it can get it wrong, which means that your content may be miscategorized or misinterpreted by the YouTube algorithm. And a little further down the list, underneath the license section, there are a couple of changes that you are going to make. So for example, you can leave allow embedding. This basically means that someone can take your video and embed it on their website, which you might think you don't want people to steal or use your content, but on the flip side, if they have a really successful website or a blog and they reference your video, that means they are bringing traffic and viewers to your channel and to your content. So that's a good thing. So you can leave that on, and then publish to subscriptions feed and notify subscribers. This will change as your channel grows. Let's say you've got a channel that is under 1,000 subscribers right now, and you publish a video. If you have this checked, it will send out a notification to everyone who has enabled the notification bell when they subscribe to your channel. If your subscribers ignore those notifications, YouTube's algorithm is going to see it as this video is not a very good topic. It's not something that the audience is interested in. So it's going to affect the distribution after that. But as your channel grows in subscribers, you can enable this setting, because it's a lot more likely that the more subscribers you have, the more people are actually going to click on that notification to watch your video the second that they see it's been uploaded. And under shorts remixing, you can allow video and audio remixing, which means that other creators on YouTube can create shorts using your content, which is very similar to you allowing your content to be embedded on another website or a blog. Having other creators use parts of your long form content in their shorts could drive more people to your channel. video. If you have found this video helpful so far and these settings make a lot more sense to you now, we'd highly appreciate it if you could smash that like button. But for the 14th setting, we are going to look at video elements, more specifically your end screen. Now it is grayed out over here because this is a new test channel. I haven't done all of those feature eligibility settings just yet. You want to make sure that you add an end screen to every single video that you uploaded, because this is going to increase your viewer engagement. It gives people a chance to see more of your content. So the longer you make them stay on YouTube, the more the algorithm's going to love you. For example, this video right over here, if it is something that interests you and you do want to check it out, you can go ahead, click on it and give it a watch. See what I did there? Keep creating, keep growing, and we'll catch you in the next video.